This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Details on a 9/11 memorial ceremony in the city of Hazleton next. Hi there everyone, and thank you so much for your time. I'm Ken Carr with your local information from SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. The Hazleton Area School District started the school year virtually on Tuesday. The district will keep an eye on COVID-19 information in the area and plans on returning to classrooms when it's safe. Until then, students in the district and all kids in the area under the age of 18 can get a free breakfast and lunch from the school district. Caregivers can pick up the meals Tuesdays and Fridays from 10:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. at the buildings listed on your screen. If a child needs meals daily, you need to contact the school's cafeteria manager. We have their contact information listed on our Facebook page. Restaurants in Pennsylvania can raise their indoor capacity to 50% starting on Monday, September 21st. There will be a self-certification process to help keep guests and staff safe. Once they self-certify, the restaurant will appear on an open and certified database online. To operate at 50% capacity indoors, restaurants must complete the self-certification by October 5th. The self-certification will be checked and enforced by several state agencies, including the Department of Agriculture and the Pennsylvania State Police Bureau of Liquor Control Enforcement. Also starting on September 21st, restaurants that serve alcohol must stop alcohol sales at 10 p.m. Every year since the 9/11 tragedy, the City of Hazleton's fire department has held a memorial service. Our Janine Lassant reports that the service will go on this year. Here's her interview with city firefighter and one of the event organizers, Tony Columbo.
What we're going to do this year is we're going to have the Mass at St. Gabriel's and Annunciation Parish at St. Gabriel's. Father Marius was grateful he opened the church to us again. The only restriction he gave us is that we're limited to 100 people. So this year what we're going to do is limit to fire, police, and EMS. And we are going to live Facebook stream it on the Hazleton City Council informational page for those that cannot attend in person but can still watch and participate with us.
Okay, so this is something that was created right after 9/11. Take us back. I can't believe it's been 18, 19 years already since 9/11, but take us back to then and how the city of Hazleton actually played an important role in responding.
Well, that day what happened was I was working yet as a paramedic, and we made a few phone calls to New York, and they said that they needed paramedics, so we decided 6 of us were going to get ready to go. And they called us and said that they didn't need us because, unfortunately, they weren't going to have a lot of recovery victims. They're going to have just, unfortunately, deceased people. So what we decided to do was the Hazleton area, we got a truck from Penske Trucking. We contacted local businesses, and we filled it with water, clothing, first aid equipment, all stuff that the first responders at the scene needed. And we went out to New York City with it. We had the Penske truck and 3 pickup trucks full of equipment and supplies, and we headed out to New York. And the radio station from Schuylkill County covered us the whole way till we got there. And once we arrived in New York City, it was like we were bringing these people gold, and we weren't. We just felt that was our part to do, and they benefited. It was a great. We felt good about the whole project.
I know you're in the middle of working right now, so I appreciate the Zoom interview. Quickly, what time is the Mass taking place? And again, people can go on to Facebook Live to actually watch it safely in their own homes, correct?
Yes, the Mass will start at 6 p.m. We're going to have the fire department, of course, will be all full dress uniform. Chief Leschko is arranging to have the flag off the arch off the ladder trucks. All sister companies are invited to attend. Be at the church around 5:30 to line up, and then following the Mass, we're going to have a brief service remembering the 340th. We're going to have the American Legion VFW post. We're going to ring the bell with Chief Emeritus Robert Ward, and then we're going to have the gun salute and taps.
So again, this event, if you are a paramedic or emergency personnel, you can attend it, correct?
Yes, the only thing we're asking is obviously we're going to take social distancing. The church is marked off. We're going to have 6 feet distance. Masks are required. Fire, police, and ambulance personnel are invited. The general public, what we're doing is we're going to live stream it on our Hazleton City Council informational page. And what we do is we ask that our citizens do not never forget this tragedy, and take time on 9/11 in silent prayer. Remember those that gave. Some gave some gave all, and some continue to give all.
Very good. Well, thank you. I appreciate the City of Hazleton collectively putting this event together each and every year. Again, it's going to look and feel a little different, but the message will still be the same as we remember those of 9/11.
Yes, the message is still the same. It might be different, but we felt that we couldn't stop. And when I talked to Father Mariusz, he agreed that we'll do it a little bit different this year. But like you said, the message is still the same.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
This is a look at the waning gibbous moon from Friday night. Tonight, the last quarter moon rises at 10:50 p.m. and you should be able to get some really nice views. Here's our forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight, mostly clear with a low of 61 degrees. Wednesday is mostly sunny with a high of 80 degrees. Wednesday night, partly cloudy with a low of 62 degrees. Thursday, a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly sunny with a high of 81. Thursday night, a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms, partly cloudy with lows in the mid-50s. Friday is mostly sunny with a high of 72 degrees. Friday night, partly cloudy with a low of 51. Saturday is partly sunny with a high of 71. And Saturday night, a 30% chance of showers after 2 a.m., mostly cloudy with a low of 55 degrees. College football at the FBS level kicked off last week. This weekend, some schools in Power 5 conferences will start playing. This year, Notre Dame, number 10 in both major polls, will play in the Atlantic Coast Conference. Ron Marchetti and many think they'll play Clemson for the league title at the end of the year. I also asked Ronnie if he thinks Penn State will play this year. The Nittany Lions play in the Big Ten Conference, and the Big Ten decided to postpone their season, possibly to the spring semester. Ronnie, you think we're going to see Penn State playing this fall and some of those other Big Ten teams? Ohio State was number 2 in the country.
I don't think so, Kenny. We're not going to see Penn State play. I don't even think they're going to play in the spring. And if they do, most of the players will sit out because they'll be worried about the draft and they're not going to take a chance on getting hurt. So I don't think they're going to play in spring. That won't work. I might be wrong, but I think maybe they were a little premature, the Big Ten, and they thought everybody would follow. So Pac-10 did. And the Sky Conference tonight, but I don't know. It is what it is. You can't knock anybody's decision. It's definitely the safest decision to make. But I think that if they would have played, there would have been problems. And I still don't know a lot of these teams are going to be able to finish their season. Something could happen. So it's still going to be iffy all year for college football.
We have another local sports show and tell segment with Ron Marchetti coming up in sports. There's some pretty cool stuff, including memorabilia from the old Ringtown High School, so stay tuned. And I'm going to be real with you right now. My sinuses kill me some days, so I'm going to stay tuned because after this break in the SSPTV Spotlight is Dr. Scott Sacco with our Janine Lassant talking about ways chiropractic care can help with sinus issues.
SSPTV News would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of Grace Dolores Fisher, age 91 of Hazel Township. Friends may call Thursday from 10 to 11 a.m. at the Butler Chapel of the Crofton Hughes Funeral Home. Today's social and obituary report is brought to you by Harmon Funeral Homes and Crematory. Call 570-788-0977 or go to harmonfuneral.com.